So read on to find out the 10 best luxury cars today, and if you're in an indulgent mood, head over to our rundown of the top 10 sports cars.
Meanwhile, if you're after luxury at a slightly more palatable price point, our list of the best executive,
best large executive and best luxury small cars are all well worth a look.
1. Mercedes S-Class Saloon.
Often imitated but never quite equaled, the Mercedes S-Class is the definition of flagship.
For decades it's been the luxury car to beat, with the BMW 7 Series, Audi A8 and many more all trying to wrest the crown from its head.
The S-Class cutting-edge interior rivals a private jet for design.
And opulence and places the Mercedes firmly at the head of the luxury car table, somewhere it's sat for some time.
2. BMW 7 Series Saloon.
The BMW 7 Series sets out to prove that big luxury cars can be as rewarding to drive as they are cosseting to sit in.
It has always had a knack of shrinking around the driver, somehow managing to feel as nimble and agile as a much smaller car.
With the aim clearly being to unseat the Mercedes S-Class from its luxury car throne, the latest 7 Series has an incredibly pliant ride and a beautifully finished.
It can be incredibly economical, too, with up to 60 miles per gallon possible from the 730D, or offers supercar humbling speed in 592 bhp 760 Li-X drive form.
3. Audi A8 Saloon. The Audi A8 takes understatement to another level, being barely distinguishable from other Audi saloons apart from by its sheer size.
It's actually a measure of the success of Audi's identity that even the less expensive models are allowed to resemble the A8.
If you're planning on driving the A8 yourself, consider the high-performance S8 and S8 Plus versions,
which are faster than any car of this size arguably has a right to be, although they cost £20,000 and £35,000 more than a standard car respectively.
The A8 has always had a low profile in the luxury car market.
4. Range Rover SUV.
The Range Rover has long been driven by wealthy owners, none more so than members of the British royal family.
But the latest generation has also been a hit with chauffeurs transporting VIPs in the back seats.
Its appeal has been given a big boost by the arrival of a long-wheelbase version with 186mm of additional rear legroom, along with a much greater focus on luxury.
The Range Rover's air suspension does a great job of filtering out bumps and road noise for a serene ride, too.
Conveying a tough image and with real off-road prowess, the stretched Range Rover might also appeal to dignitaries who could need to evade the odd bit of bother.
5. Rolls-Royce Ghost Saloon. The Rolls-Royce Ghost has always attracted criticism for its close relationship with the BMW 7 Series, and indeed the two cars have much in common. But we can't think how that can really be a disadvantage, given the proven quality and capability of the German car.
While it's undoubtedly a car designed with comfort in mind, when required, the Ghost is actually thoroughly enjoyable and surprisingly sporty to drive.
It's here that those BMW underpinnings come into their own. The Ghost isn't cheap, but quality of this standard is difficult to put a value on.
6. Porsche Panamera hatchback.
The old Porsche Panamera was a competent and quick car, but it had challenging looks, to put it politely.
This latest version, however, is now handsome and sleek, as well as being even better to drive than the previous model, with improved performance and economy. As a driving machine, it's extremely hard to beat among luxury car rivals, with steering precision, power and tenacious grip that Porsche 911 enthusiasts will applaud.
There's a Panamera for everyone, then, well, everyone with more than £70,000 to spend on a car.
7. Bentley Bentayga SUV.
The legendary British brand Bentley has added the first SUV in its history to its portfolio.
So, was the Bentayga worth waiting for? If you want the most luxurious interior in a 5-seat SUV possible, then yes. Almost every aspect of the upholstery and trim can be chosen to suit your taste and will be of the highest quality once fitted. Unlike the stretched Range Rover. It has the highest top speed of any SUV. The electric Tesla Model X is quicker from 0 to 62 miles per hour, but the 600 bhp 12-cylinder petrol engine in the Bentayga can take it to 187 miles per hour. Choosing the diesel is hardly a hardship either. The 4.0-liter V8 is one of the first fitted with an electric supercharger as well as turbochargers.
For instant response at low revs. With 429 bhp, it can get the car from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds.
8. Jaguar XJ Saloon.
Today's Jaguar XJ is a far cry from the old-fashioned British bruiser of the past.
The latest model has cutting-edge looks inside and out, trading its previous formal
and stuffy image for one of crisp modernity and high-end style. No passenger could want for a more finely crafted interior, nor more technology to help pass a journey.
All models are well equipped, but the options list allows for near limitless personalization.
While the long wheelbase version has long been a favorite of government departments and ministries.
9. Lexus LS Saloon.
The latest Lexus LS Saloon, launched in late 2017, is available only as a hybrid in the UK, with a choice of rear or four-wheel drive. As always, it's huge, well-built and technology-packed, but loses out to its European rivals when it comes to driver appeal.
The combination of a petrol-electric hybrid drivetrain and CVT automatic gearbox robs it of serious pulling power.
And the steering feels numb and lifeless compared to a BMW 7 Series.
Standard and optional features promise extreme opulence, with shiatsu massaging seats.
And an Ottoman reclining rear seat guaranteeing passengers will be happy.
The very latest safety and infotainment systems are present and correct, too.
Maserati Quattroporte Saloon.
The Maserati Quattroporte is exactly what you'd expect to see when a company famed for building world-class sports cars turns its hand to designing a luxury saloon.
The long bonnet and svelte profile give the game away that the Quattroporte is all about performance.
And anybody lucky enough to take a seat on board gets to share a fantastic experience with the driver.
Italian flair bouncing side, with fine leather and wood finishes, and continues under the bonnet, where you'll find engines developed with the input of Ferrari.
There's a 3.0-liter V6 and 3.8-liter V8 to choose from, both of which provide the speed and sound that Maseratis have always been famed for.
The Quattroporte isn't perfect, being less comfortable and spacious than some of its rivals, but what it lacks in some areas,
it makes up for in others. There are few cars as stylish as the Maserati.
For example, and only the Italians could make a car whose name means four-door sound cool.